Alright, what's good, everybody? My name's Khalil, also call me Cool and K. Y'all, I'm getting a lot of people hit me up. I guess they trying to understand my perspective and like my end goal. Yada, I mean, like they're trying to understand what I'm doing here with exposing Andre Gorgeous Dre Taylor and Daryl Maurice Goodley II, aka DoorDash the P. And a lot of people, I know y'all have seen the video and y'all have seen me talk about the things I've experienced personally with Daryl DoorDash the P. And y'all hear some of the things that we're uncovering when it comes to Andre Taylor and even about how he's going about the Remnant. I just want to provide some context and understanding. So let's take it away just even from the physical aspect. When I lived with Daryl Maurice Goodley II, DoorDash the P, sorry, just DoorDash the P. When I lived with him, some of the things that he did mentally when it comes to how he was like trying to coach us up and train our minds. And when I say we, I'm referring to my nephew Jaden at the time, who's 6 years younger than me. You know, he essentially put things into perspective, and you see these similar sentiments that go on with the Remnant, which is why you see Eddie B, Elijah B, and family reacting the way that they do. You know, with D, one of the things that he told me was, this is your family now. We care about you. This is your only family. These are the things that were emphasized with being with that man and being in his space. Through honor, integrity, dignity, loyalty, and respect, you will be the best man that you could be through God. Now, these things may sound well, but again, you could find any of these core values in any major religion. These things didn't have to be beaten to Jaden and I. But when I talk about my experience with this individual, I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. At the time, I only knew about 5 brothers and 1 sister. You know, I found out I had another brother in 2020. He's completely excluded from all this. But around that time, y'all, you got to understand, like, this individual, Daryl Maurice Goodley II, he told me that my family didn't care about me, whether it was my mother's side or my father's side. He told me that my siblings didn't care about me because of how he showed up and because how he was showing it up in my life. That's manipulation. And then when you think about the type of coercion that was happening and the intimidation, these are things that I personally experienced. Now let's fast forward to the Remnant and what they're doing now. I don't think it's a coincidence that their members share the same sentiment, that their members only consider the Remnant their family. So when we're talking about what these men are doing and the things that they're indulging in, I think it's important to really take time and see what we're discussing. With the content that I'm making, you're going to see a multitude of things. You're going to see serious mixed in with me having fun and poking fun and using the humor as I know. So you might see some AI generated photos. You might see me continuing to tease these men. Now, if these men, not if, but these are men that abuse, take advantage, and con others into believing what their agenda is. We're reacting to their classes, and there's not really any true information that people can benefit off of, build from, and truly advance in life from. When I'm having discussions with their members, they're focused on vain things like being able to talk with women. They talk about how they use God and how they use the Most High and how the Most High uses them, but it's not correct. And what I mean by it's not correct is when you have one man that's championing his Holy Ghost over everyone else, it's just completely wrong. It's satanic. There's children that are being affected right now by these men's influence with what they're doing. This is not a community organization that's helped to push forth the community. It's only an organization that's built upon Andre Gorgeous Dre Taylor and his American pimp lifestyle, and for everyone that wants to try to feel like they can live within that same realm. It's disgusting.